Okay, hi. Before we get into this video, I just watched the footage back and I just want to say, yes, I have incredibly greasy hair throughout this. I am very overdue for a hair wash. I'm washing my hair tonight. It looks gross, it looks greasy. I'm sorry. Moving on, let's get into the video. Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Coralie and I have recently bought a house. I know, if you didn't know that, where have you been? But I officially moved in 1 month ago. This house has been mine for a month. I have been paying a mortgage for a month. Absolutely blows my mind, but I thought I would go over exactly how much this house cost me, how much money I put down in deposits, how much I saved, all that sort of stuff, so you guys can get an idea of exactly how much buying a house costs. So to put this into perspective, I live in South Australia. I'm about 40 minutes, 35-40 minutes out of the city, so I am not in a major bustling city. I am in a pretty decent sized town, but hi, South Australia, this is my house. Let's go. To begin, how much did this house cost all up? So this house cost $370,000 and I am so incredibly lucky that I bought this house when I did, because oh my god, has the market boomed. It is a seller's market right now, not a buyer's market. I was talking to the guy that sold me this house and he was saying he would not sell it for anything less than $450 today. That is an insane jump, and the fact that I got it for $370 is absolutely huge. So by the time you put on stamp duty, all that sort of stuff, I ended up paying around $390,000. I'm in debt, but that's okay. Let's talk about it. So originally this house was supposed to be ready like 7 months earlier, all the way back in August last year. And if that was the case, I'm going to tell you how much money I was going to put onto this house, because everything changed when it went 7 months overdue. But this is what I was originally going to pay. So when I signed the contract, literally a year ago, I put a $5,000 deposit down, which went towards the house. 5K, awesome. I didn't pay another cent for a year because it was an off the plan build. They'd already planned everything, they were building it. I didn't have to pay anything until settlement day, so I had a whole year of savings, although originally I was only going to have a few months of savings, but you know, it took a lot longer than expected. So what was going to happen is I was eligible for $30K worth of government grants, which is absolutely insane. The first home owners grant and the something home revenue grant, COVID grant, all up, both were 15K grants, and I was eligible for both, so that was 30K all up. So I had my 5K deposit, 30K worth of grants, and then I was going to put another $10,000 down on settlement day. So all up, that would have been $45,000 down, with only $15,000 of my own money, which is a lot of money for some people and not too much for others. But I think if you put your head down and you work and you save, $15,000 is achievable. But because this build went so far past the due date, like 7 months over, I had a lot of time to save extra money, and in that time I found quite a bit of success freelancing, and I just saved all that money like crazy to put towards my deposit so that I could put in a bigger deposit and have a lower mortgage. So skip to Maloo, skip ahead to March this year, and this is how much I actually ended up paying for my house. So I still had that $5,000 down. That's not going anywhere. That had to be done when I signed the contract. I'm still eligible for the $30,000. 15 of that has already come in. Another 15 should come in within a couple of weeks. We are on $35,000. Now, this bit blows my mind with the amount of money I was able to save. but I ended up putting down $60,000 of my own money. That's a pretty bonkers sentence, the fact that I was able to save that much money, which when we add that all together, we've got 5K, 30K, 60K. All up on this house, I put in $95,000. Like, I had a 6-figure bank account for a hot second. It's not looking like that anymore, I'll tell you that for free, because I put it all on this house. So the total is $95,000 that I put down to own this house. So let's talk about how the mortgage is now going to work. So on a 370K house, it was around 390 to 400K with, you know, all your stamp duty, all that extra stuff. After I put my $95,000 down, this left me with a $296,000 mortgage. That's a lot of debt. So I have 30 years to pay off this mortgage. It averages out to around $270 a week. I pay just over $500 a fortnight on my mortgage. So that is incredible, and the fact that that mortgage is so low is because I put in such a bigger deposit, bringing how much money I had to borrow from the bank down, making my mortgage repayments less. So the fact that I'm paying off a mortgage over 30 years means I will pay around $100,000 in interest. That's disgusting. So my goal is to pay off this house as quickly as possible. So like I said, I have 30 years. If I just did the everyday, fortnightly average payments and never put in any extra payments, it would take me 30 years to pay off this house. But because I am putting aside extra money every paycheck to pay off my house, I am hoping to have my house completely paid off, mortgage free in like half that time, 15 years, heck, maybe even 10 years if we make some mad cash. But that is the goal, to have my home paid off within 10 to 15 years rather than 30. So, hi, welcome to my house. It cost me $370,000, which is a hell of a bargain compared to what it would be worth now with the insane housing crisis essentially that is going on. I am incredibly lucky to have purchased when I purchased. I am incredibly lucky that I was able to save an extra $60,000 while I was waiting for this house to complete, to put in a larger deposit to lower my mortgage repayments, which are now very achievable. I am able to pay $500 and something every fortnight off of my mortgage, and every few weeks I would like to pay off an extra $500, maybe an extra $1,000 if I'm having a really good freelance week. But yeah, that is how much I paid for this house. It is, you can go see my house tour if you want to see the exact house, but it is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with a very small little backyard. It is a terrace home, so it is connected to other houses. I've been living in here a month and I have not heard my neighbors once. The soundproofing is amazing. Either they're really quiet people and I'm the annoying neighbor, or it's just really good soundproofing. But that is what 370K got me when I purchased March 2021. I really highly believe that this place would cost me at least $450 today, which as a single person with a full-time job that pays $800 a week, I would very highly sure I wouldn't have been eligible for the home loan to buy this. So I am just so grateful I bought what I did. But that is a little insight into my house and the finances and what I'm paying for it, how much I put down. like I said at the start, like originally I was only going to put down $15,000. This house could have been mine with only a $15,000 deposit. Yes, my mortgage repayments would have been more in the 300s per week rather than the high 200s, but it was still achievable with a smaller amount of savings. I just happened to get super lucky. You don't need to have $95,000 to buy a house. You can do it with a $10,000 deposit. Put your mind to it, get saving, and you could be buying your very first home. I love this house. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is small, but it is perfect. And as I get older and I have a partner and I have a family, I can get a bigger house with that person, and this house can become an investment property and I can rent it out. I've got it all sorted. I've got it all figured out, and I am so excited and so grateful for this place. And there you go. This is my $370,000 house. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I put out new videos every few days. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.